In a Week 8 matchup between the Saints and the Buccaneers, the implied team total is 46.5, a fairly high-scoring game with the Buccaneers expected to win by 4.5 points. In a trailing game, the Saints are going to be very pass-heavy, trying to stay with the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers, once they get ahead after their passing attack, they are going to turn to the run game. On the Saints side of things, you're going to be sitting Spencer Rattler. He has put up the passing volume, but not as many passing touchdowns. Alvin Kamara without Kendre Miller is going to be a very strong start for us this week. Kendre Miller has not only taken away receiving work, but also some rushing touchdowns from Alvin Kamara this year. Chris Olave has been the safest wide receiver one so far this year. From a floor side of things, getting majority of the targets from the team. And Rashid Shaheed, even though Jamison Williams wasn't able to get anything big against the Buccaneers last week, I think Rashid Shaheed might be able to connect on a couple deep balls, possibly get a touchdown, but he's going to be a milder flex start for me. And then outside of the first 2 weeks, Juwan Johnson has not been very fantasy viable. I know he had a decent game last week. I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate that same production this week. On the Buccaneers side, you're going to be starting Baker Mayfield every week. Bucky Irving is still out this week. I expect him to be back week 10 after their week 9 bye. With him out, Rachaad White is going to be a start for me. Emeka Egbuka is a must start again this week, being the wide receiver one with not only Chris Godwin, but Mike Evans out. Tez Johnson, I also think is going to be a start. He had that fantastic touchdown with the spin move last week. I don't expect him to do something that fancy this week, but I do think he's going to be the second option in this offense. And if it's not him, it's going to be Cade Otton, who we saw last year get all the receiving work when Chris Godwin and Mike Evans went out. I know Emeka Egbuka and Tez Johnson are there, but I do expect some of that volume to trickle down to him, maybe even get a touchdown.